My name is Gaurav God and my registration number is 20BCE0774. Let's roll into the video. So today we are going to study about optical fibers. Optical fiber is an optical transmission device which works on the principle of total internal reflection. Let's get into it further. When a light signal is directed to one end of the fiber at a suitable angle and undergoes repeated total internal reflection along the length of the fiber and finally comes out at the other end. This is how the signal is transmitted in optical fiber. Let's see into this. This is the optical fiber and light is directed to one end of the fiber. Let's suppose the left end at a suitable angle. Let this be that particular angle on which the light is being reflected. Okay. So now the light ray undergoes repeated total internal reflections along the length of the fiber. In the sense, the light, instead of getting out of the optical fiber, it just keep on reflecting itself like this. It reflects over here, falls on certain angle, and again bounces back. This continues throughout the length of the fiber, and at last, at some point, the light comes out of the optical fiber. This is the incident light ray which was sent to the fiber, and this is the transmitted light ray which came out. This is the basic principle of optical fiber. Now let's discuss what's the total internal reflection on the basis of which this principle is working. So the basic principle behind the transmission of light through the optical fiber is total internal reflection. I have already told that. Now let's see how it is described. Let's suppose this is the incident light ray. This is the refracted light ray. This is the refracted ray. Okay, this was the angle of incidence. Let this angle be some theta. This medium is N1, this is N2. So light is going from N1 medium to N2 medium. In this case, N1 is greater than N2. Okay, so basically the incident ray should travel from the denser medium to a rarer medium. Now let's take this is in some situation A. Okay, also this is the reflected ray. So in situation B, for instance, this again is the incident ray, normal. Reflected ray, incident angle I. So now our incident angle I is equals to some theta c. So what is theta c? Theta c is called critical angle. Okay, theta c is called critical angle. So critical angle, the incident ray, instead of refracting out the interface, it basically traverses along the interface. So you can see the refracted rays traversing along the interface. This is called the critical angle. When the incident ray is at critical angle, it basically traverses along the surface, the interface. Let's see the final situation C. Normal again. This is the incident ray. This is the refracted ray, but due to the incident angle I, being greater than critical angle, that is theta c, instead of refracting, the light ray is reflected. This is called total internal reflection. That is, the light ray gets trapped in the first medium itself, the medium being n1, this medium being n2. Similar in the previous case, this medium was n1, n2, and in all these situations n1 is greater than n2. Okay, so the light is traveling from a denser medium to rarer medium. So instead of, in this case, when angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, instead of refracting out the surface through the interface, it just gets reflected and gets trapped in the previous medium itself. This is called total internal reflection. Okay, so light ray traveling from a medium of higher refractive index to a medium of lower refractive index. In these situations, n1, n2, we said these are the refractive index. These are the refractive index of the mediums.